What if one of the simplest things you do every day, pressing play on a song you love, affects far more than your mood? What if your playlist is actually a biological signal, communicating directly with the systems that drive healthy aging? Because this is not really a video about music, it is a video about the aging brain, stress biology, and blood pressure. By the end, I'll show you what the science really says, where the claims are overblown, and the practical routine most likely to help. Hello, I'm Dr. Tom Graham. This channel is about what's genuinely changing in medicine right now: longevity, aging biology, and the technologies reshaping all of it. On this channel, there is no hype, just the truth, and what it means for you. Today, we're talking about the musical prescription. One part of this story is far stranger than most realize. Patients with advanced dementia who lose names and faces, yet still awaken when music starts. It's as if the music finds a back door into the mind when the front door is locked. Quick note, this channel is for education, not personal medical advice. If you have symptoms, speak to your own clinician. We should not pretend music is a miracle or that it makes you immortal. That is pseudoscience. The real question is whether music meaningfully changes the systems that drive healthy aging. Most think it's entertainment. The more interesting possibility is that it is biology. To understand this, we have to look at 5 critical pillars: your brain's reward system, cognitive resilience, blood pressure, sleep, and social connection. Have you ever felt chills or goosebumps when a song hits its peak? That is a literal physiological response. A 2019 study showed that dopamine causally modulates music-evoked pleasure. It's the same circuitry we use for survival. When we press play, we are essentially hacking our brain's internal pharmacy. Recent PET scans show that pleasurable music also activates the mu-opioid system. This isn't just emotion, it's a deep biological signal. If music can move the reward system this strongly, what happens when that system is aging, depressed, or disconnected? That's where it gets interesting. One of the most compelling anchors is a study led by Monash University of over 10,800 adults aged 70 and older. They found that always listening to music was associated with a 39% lower incidence of dementia. That is a massive number. Playing an instrument was also linked to a 35% lower risk. Now, we must be cautious. This is an observational association. It doesn't prove music caused the benefit, but it makes it very difficult to dismiss music as just background noise. Music engages multiple brain systems, auditory, motor, and emotional, all at once. This supports what we call cognitive reserve. Think of it as the brain reconnecting sound with reward and meaning, even when other networks start to fade. In fact, a 2025 meta-analysis confirmed that music therapy improves global cognition and executive function in older adults. It acts like a key, potentially bringing parts of the mind back online that were previously out of reach. But dementia risk is only one piece of the puzzle. Music also acts on something much more immediate: your stress system. A 2023 study found that music therapy was associated with a 9mm reduction in systolic blood pressure. Diastolic pressure dropped by 6.5 and heart rate by nearly 4 beats per minute. These numbers matter at a population scale. If a pill did this, we would call it a breakthrough. Music isn't a replacement for medication, but it increases our body's autonomic response to it. By lowering cortisol and balancing the nervous system, music creates a physiological environment that supports healthy aging. When used as a wind-down ritual, music helps improve sleep quality. And as we know, sleep is the ultimate repair mechanism for the aging brain. It's about steering the autonomic nervous system away from fight or flight and toward rest and digest. Healthy aging isn't only about biomarkers, it's also about staying engaged. Loneliness and apathy predict real physical decline. A major community choir trial in 390 older adults found a 92% retention rate. The social connection was powerful. They found significant improvements in loneliness and interest in life. Music is biological, emotional, and social all at once. Combating apathy is a critical part of longevity. If you lose interest in life, your health often follows. Music keeps us plugged in. Think of Tony Bennett. Long after his diagnosis, he performed 90-minute sets with total professional mastery. Or Glen Campbell. Their stories aren't scientific proof, but they make the biology visible. Musical memory is uniquely resilient. So how do you turn this into a routine? It's not about magic, it's about consistency. Here is a Music for Healthy Aging plan. First, aim for 20 minutes of personally meaningful music most days, not background music, active listening. Second, pair your walk or exercise with a playlist. Music makes physical activity more rewarding and sustainable. Third, use a calming, repetitive playlist to wind down in the evening. Signal to your brain that it's time for repair. Finally, make it social. Join a choir or a community group. Singing with others is a powerful loneliness blocker. This works not because it's magic, but because it's a low-cost, enjoyable behavior that supports your nervous system over decades. Music is not a longevity drug, but it is one of the most underestimated longevity behaviors we have. It protects your brain, heart, and spirit. Subscribe to Longevity Verified for more science-first truth. Stay curious, stay skeptical, stay longevity verified.